it isn't.
I'll turn it on. It's not working.
Is it?
Just kidding.
It's batteries. Should always have extra batteries because
It's only batteries? This
I'm
thing?
sorry.
It's not. You can't
plug it in anywhere.
I don't know. I ordered a check 1 2. Are my headphones just turned all the way down?
Yes.
Check 1 2. How does all this sound? Sounds good. Thin.
I don't know if it does.
Okay. Find a good.
I am recording.
You know what that song is?
Wait, try it again. I'm putting the voice effect on.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, see, look, I was trying to figure that out for the longest time, and I just did it right then, just pure muscle memory. I wasn't thinking about it, and I did it perfectly.
Oh.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's great. What if we have half normal voice?
It sounds very evil.
Yeah, so, I did live shows.
Uh-huh.
And people told me I'm a genius, and they'd never seen anything like that before.
Well, what did you do? Did you pull your penis, pull it down and under between your legs and up into your ass crack?
No.
On stage? Because I'm sure they'd never seen that before.
Wiped my ass with my ball sack.
Oh. Was your ass poopy?
Gentlemen, this is,
Have you ever wiped your ass with your balls?
Gentlemen, you may notice.
Balls are already pretty nasty.
I'm doing a public service announcement.
Oh, okay.
A lot of women love balls. Gentlemen,
No.
do you have...
Gentlemen, do you have, as you age, gentlemen, as you age, you will notice that your scrotal skin, your balls start to get saggy. And why aren't you wearing your necklaces? Why aren't you wearing your necklaces? Why aren't you wearing your necklaces? Gentlemen, okay, this is real.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as you age, you may notice that your ball sack gets all saggy. And this is a new way to save the environment. Men, as your scrotal sack, the skin is very elongated and stretched out and sagged out. You reach around behind, grab your ball sack from behind, pull the skin up your ass crack, and then wipe down. And the hairs and the bumps from the hairs, the follicles, actually help collect more shit.
You mean the hair on your balls?
The hair on your balls. 2 wipes and you're done. And then you just
But then what do you do to your balls?
Rinse them off.
In the sink?
Get a bidet from Amazon. And then you could just hose those babies down. Or you just get a hose attachment for your sink and run the hose to the toilet. Because you don't want to get shit in your sink.
No.
Oh no, get in the shower.
Oh. So every time you take a shit, wipe your ass with your balls and then take a shower.
You don't wipe your ass with your balls, you're not listening. You wipe your ass with your scrotum.
Oh.
Balls and scrotum are 2 different things.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
Balls and scrotum are 2 different things. The balls are inside the scrotum. And right off the bat, here we go. Do we want anybody who we know?
You started it!
Do we want anybody who we know to listen to this?
No.
So right off the bat.
Marley put stickers on my computer and I was kind of mad.
I know. I saw that. Well,
I
you
just
could
have
take
to
them
remove
off.
them. I know I need to get some Goo Gone. You ever use Goo Gone?
You don't need Goo Gone. Just use rubbing alcohol. Same thing.
No, get Goo Gone. It smells like orange.
Goo Gone. Okay.
Goo Gone.
Now,
This is sponsored by Goo Gone.
Okay, go ahead.
If
your kid puts a sticker on something you don't want any stickers on, like your laptop, you have to peel it off and then use Goo Gone to get all the goo sticky residue off. Which just seems like
Goo Gone should be easier to get, and they should sell it in like bigger. I feel like every time I see a Goo Gone, it's like that, like small.
I don't know. I've never seen Goo Gone, but
You've
this
never
episode-
used Goo Gone?
No, because rubbing alcohol. I used to work at a video store when they had VHS tapes. And
I don't know what that
would
is. I've never heard of that. I never know what that is.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the newest episode of the World Record Podcast. But if you're listening to this at a later date, this is not the newest one.
Oh, it could be later, depending on it could be Monday, it could be Tuesday or Wednesday, or Thursday or Friday.
Or this could be 100 episodes ago. Depending on how long. Okay, ready?
You mean, I don't know what that means.
The year is 2034. A young man pulls up in his hover car. He's enjoying the latest episode of the World Record Podcast. He's going through the entire library. What is this episode from the year 2021? I'm gonna listen to it. Oh, it's this current episode that we're doing now.
So it's not the newest one.
So it's
For that
someone
guy.
in 15 years in the future?
I mean, if you're listening to this for the first time,
If you're in the future, that's awesome. Right now we're in the year 2021.
we're in the
COVID is ravaging the world.
Yeah, if you're still alive in 2021 and you haven't died of COVID, number one, sorry for bringing it up because you've probably lost a lot of loved ones to COVID by now. And you probably...
Maybe by the time someone's listening to this, it's literally ancient history. Someone could be listening to this in like 2,000 years. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Like,
And they're like,
it's like
COVID,
an
I heard of
artifact.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, like this isn't a time capsule.
Yeah.
He pulls his hover car up next to this statue of Dr. Fauci. He walks into the Fauci building in Fauciville. Everything is named after Dr. Fauci.
It's Fauci Stan. Fauci Stan. He got his own country in the Middle East. Dr.
The
Fauci.
mayor of Dr. Fauci stand gets out of his hover car. He salutes the statue of Dr. Fauci.
He says Fauci. Wait, A, B, C, D.
F. He goes like this.
Oh, that's the Fauci salute. Oh shit.
A, B, C, D. Wait, how do you do F?
Like
Maybe
this is D.
Wait, is it this? Is it this?
A,
Aaron,
B,
is it
C,
this?
D, E, F. Yeah, this is F.
That's
This is the Fauci sign.
the Fauci
Dude,
salute.
We should start doing that.
Yes. It's almost like a
Fauci to
Star
you.
Trek. Do you do it with your left or right hand?
I would say probably
Left is closest to the heart.
right
but
is the
right.
hand,
Yeah,
right
right is-
hand of God.
Yeah. Look how fat my hands are.
What did
Okay,
you
this
say?
is-
What
I'm
do you
making a
say?
pledge.
Fauci to you.
I'm making a pledge. The B-Man, by the time we record another podcast, I will be 20 pounds lighter. What's the fastest you can lose 20
You swear
pounds?
on Fauci?
I swear on Fauci.
You could lose 20 pounds.
In a week.
Dude, Alyssa Milano lost 9 pounds in a month when she had COVID. That's insane.
Yeah. You know how she did that?
Shitting her ass.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish I could get the stomach flu because I feel like it sets you on. Like when you're done with the stomach flu, it's like a
You
fast,
feel
it's like
kinda
a
cleaned
cleanse,
out.
and it's
Yeah.
like just don't eat.
Don't start back.
Yeah, just.
But that's what
happens.
happens. You know, we were eating those prepared meals.
Dude, I'm gonna
And they were
shit in your
shitting my ass.
food. I'm gonna shit in your food so that you get the stomach flu.
That doesn't, that you get worse than the stomach flu.
Well then,
Right? You can't eat shit. That's worse for you.
dude, remember Stranded with the $1 Million when the dude shit in the water?
I was talking about that show with
Yesterday?
a friend of mine. No, a while back.
It's so
she was
good.
watching. We were talking about maybe we could take a walk down memory lane with some great shows to watch.
Yeah.
Because there was Are You the One? That kind of
Best.
started
It's
everything.
on Netflix, by the way.
Are You the One?
Are You the One's on Netflix?
Oh boy.
It's the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen Are You the One, the first 3 seasons are good, right?
Yeah,
It
like
falls
4 or
off.
5. Yeah, I think once like Instagram and stuff becomes popular, which is maybe like season 5 or 6, then it's like people go on just so that they can be like influencers. But I feel like when it first started, the first few seasons are really good. There's one season, maybe season 3, where they're just awful. All the people on it are just awful.
This is it.
Yes. Oh.
And I read an article about this
Dude, you had Ryan Devlin on
the Bone Zone.
Yeah.
So that was the theme for Are You the One? Was that a condensed theme? Oh, that was. But I had read because this was what year was that? Probably 2014. It says.
Yeah,
So,
when
like-
it started. We started watching it, I mean, before I was pregnant with Marley, so 2015
Well, yeah,
or
totally.
16, yeah.
We did everything before.
Now we don't do shit.
No, we fight, we bicker and throw dishes and
Slam cabinets.
slam cabinets. And I don't know
I
where
saw
you
a
got. I don't
tweet.
know where you got that rolling pin, but it hurts when you hit me with it. But Are You the One? I read an article about, because you hear in this song where it goes that
that millennial whoop.
millennial yelp, I think it was called, or whoop, and there were like 100 songs in that
Yeah.
time period that used like yeah.
Oh,
It's interesting how everything.
it's always a good time.
Here's the thing, and I'm not going to get on a soapbox,
Oh
but
God, here we go.
well,
Brendan's soapbox.
everything is fake and manufactured, and including like all music. Like when has since,
Billie Eilish.
except for Billie Eilish, who worked her way up. She was doing clubs since she was 3 or 4 years old, and
Yeah.
put in the time, and
Yeah.
became famous, and is, not being fed any kind of music to program the youth. But when was the last time, like, a music scene naturally occurred? Like, like the Seattle, like Nirvana, and
I think Nirvana was probably the last time.
that was 30 years ago now. That was like 1991.
Well, what about like Vampire Weekend? There's
But
sort of this
that
like
was
pop,
not like, yeah, they're like all that's just like a
like just the subgenre.
like some alternative, but like all these like indie label bands are all very derivative of other bands, but there's nothing that like naturally.
You know what I
When's the
think?
last time that you heard something
You know-
like on the radio? Because like Guns N' Roses was another one. I remember hearing Appetite for Destruction, or Welcome to the Jungle, and you're like, I never heard anything like this
Welcome
before.
to the jungle. Why? Because that grating, high-pitched voice.
Just it was just like original music where you're like,
Was it?
oh wow, yeah, you never heard anything like that before. I mean, it was like definitely like in the vein of like like heavy metal and shit was popular and rock and roll existed,
You know what I
but
think?
there was a certain kind of edge to it.
Yeah.
And then the same with Nirvana, where it's like, yeah, Nirvana wasn't, didn't. I mean, I guess they kind of did make a certain genre of music popular, a new thing, but it was just kind of like punk rock.
Yeah.
And like, it was like a combination of like punk rock and like, like, I don't know, what would you call Sonic Youth? Like, just like this
Noise.
indie, yeah,
Garage
like
noise.
yeah, like garage. But I'm saying that hasn't happened isn't it weird that in 30 years there hasn't been like, hey, the new Detroit sound, or
You know what I think it is? I think, at least for me, a new sound that I think is popular now is like it's happening in rap and hip hop.
Right.
It's not happening like in all like mainstream pop music is all sounds the same. But in rap now there's like, you ever heard like Future, like this kind of like trap, like mumbly trap music where it's like like
a
you
guy
can't
from the future?
Yeah, he's from 2050. I think that's where music is evolving, is there. And it's not in the mainstream rock or whatever.
Future pulls up the Fauci Tower. He gets out of his car.
He says, Fauci.
Salutes Fauci as he heads in to record
What do you
his new
say?
album.
What do you say when you salute Fauci? Like
Honor the science, or believe science?
believe science.
The Fauci salute. Now right there.
Trust
that's like-
science.
trust science.
Trust
I'm a little
science.
off to the side here. Which way do I
Trust
go?
science. So when you see in the future, when there's Fauci statues in
science.
every city.
Yeah.
You go like, you have to get out of the car and go trust science.
That seems a little
It's like
too on the nose.
1984.
Maybe like Fauci ouchie.
I have the Fauci ouchie. You go like this. This is the sign. This is the sign, right, Aaron?
Dude, that is something for...
This is going to be, in 10 years, people are going to be like, I can't believe she predicted the Fauci ouchie.
Well, you know what we need to do? We need to make a video of...
Us saluting Fauci?
telling a demonstration, like an instructional video on how to salute, how to do the Fauci salute.
The Fauci salute. You go like this.
Yeah.
And you say antibodies.
Antibodies.
Fauci.
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 Ouchie.
Yeah. I think that's it. Fauci. Ouchie.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So 1984, man.
1984, that's a great
it's
album. You
2050.
got Panama, you got Jump, you got Hot for Teacher, you got...
That's Guns N' Roses.
Yeah. But it is, everything is fake. Like I did shows in San Francisco, and I got to say I love San Francisco. Always have.
What? I thought you didn't. I don't like San Francisco.
You don't
I
like
think
San
that's the
Francisco.
difference.
That's what it is.
I hate San Francisco.
Which I don't get it. You hate a lot of things.
I don't like San Francisco because I'm an LA native, and because
That's a weird.
it's real.
No, I know it's real, but it's like it's juvenile. I mean, I get it from like the 60s or 70s or the 80s even, because San Francisco was like peace and love and everybody's smelly and smoking grass and jamming out to the Dead and going over the Golden Gate Bridge, the
GGB, the Golden Great Bridge. GGB, Golden Great Bridge.
That's what it was called because
And-
it looks like a cheese grater.
Well, originally the Golden Gate Bridge was golden. And they painted it red because the gold reflected in the airplane's eyes and they were crashing. Mm-hmm. And then so they had to paint it red, like
They're like,
as
oh
a little
shit,
alarm.
dude, everyone's dying.
Yeah,
They drive through and it's so bright it just blinds everyone on the bridge, and everyone was driving off the bridge.
yeah. But we could call people and tell them about that.
Yeah.
I get the like San Francisco were like peace and love, real people, hippies and all that. And LA was like, shitheads and cocaine and phoniness. So I get the like disliking.
No, I just don't like San Francisco because it's annoying.
San Francisco always has a thing, even to this day. Like you do a show in San Francisco and you go, oh, I drove up from Los Angeles. They're like, boo!
I know.
You're like, yeah, I get it. I
It's
get
so
that hate.
stupid.
But I've always liked San Francisco because one, it is a West Coast. I love the weather there. I mean, I was just there in late August and it was actually it was a little warmer than it should have been.
Ooh, take note, San Francisco. Next time, be a little bit colder.
Well, I have spent when I was on the road all the time. Thank you. And give it up for Amanda or A-Train too. Oh, sorry.
Well, see, when they boo, I take that as a positive. Any attention's good attention, so it doesn't bother me. Fuck you, assholes.
So,
Thank you.
what was I saying? No. I
You
forget.
want it to be colder.
Oh no, I've spent so much money on jackets in San Francisco because,
You get there.
well, you'd book it, especially when I moved to Los Angeles and it'd be like 90 degrees and it's like, oh, I'm going to San Francisco for a weekend or for this festival or whatever. And then you get up there and you get off the plane in your shorts and half shirt, tube top.
Yeah, your crop top.
And I say, and you go, oh, right, it's 55 degrees. I forgot. The Mark Twain famously said, the coldest winter I ever spent was in August in San Francisco, or something like that.
That doesn't make sense, though, because that's not winter.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. Mark Twain.
Dumbass.
Me or Mark Twain?
Was a dumbass.
Me or Mark Twain?
Mark Twain was a dumbass.
His original name was Mark Taint. And he had to change it because people were making fun of him. They didn't take his quotes seriously.
And he was like, once my name is Twain, then you'll like me again, or whatever. That was one of his big tweets.
The coldest winter I ever spent was a summer in San Francisco.
Dude, if he had a Twitter, imagine if Mark Twain had a Twitter, dude. His shit would go viral.
Oh my
daily.
God.
He would be the next freaking Nacho Sarah. You know that girl?
Yeah. Well,
Every tweet she has like 15,000 retweets.
But doesn't she have like her tits hanging out in her picture? I mean, that's all you need. Isn't that her thing? She's like,
kinda.
posts pictures of her, like she's spreading her asshole, and then her next tweet is
and then
like,
she's like, I like to like fuck you in your big balls or something. I don't even know what they're like.
I don't even know.
I mean, they're clever. I've never mastered the Twitter, like
You've
Twitter
masturbated
humor.
to her tweets, is what you're saying.
No. Yeah, I've masturbated to words on my phone. Yeah. That's how it works, Brendan.
Who should we? Okay, we'll just call a number in San Francisco.
Tell them about the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah.
Then
And
they
Mark
had
Tate.
to change it. Then they had to change it to Golden Gate because it was too much of a tongue twister. That's why people say Golden Gate. It's just easier than saying Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah, because people, they would mispronounce it, and then people would drive off the bridge.
Mm-hmm. They'd be like, wait, where's the... my eyes! That's in SpongeBob. They always have someone go, my eyes! Wait, I'll find that shit. I'll find that shit while you find your shit.
You have reached customer service for Golden Gate and Marin Transit. Marque uno.
Maybe this is...
Si habla
too much.
español.
Ew, what was that?
That was a demon.
If you're calling for
Sure
Golden
sounded
Gate
like it.
customer service, press 1. If you're calling about Marin Transit local service, press 2. For trip planning, press 1. For complaints, press 2. For lost and found, press 3.
Oh.
For information about the Golden Gate Bridge, press 4.
Okay,
For
we'll
all
give them
other
some information.
The Golden Gate Bridge utilizes all electronic tolling. Tolls can be
Oh,
paid
yeah, that's
using
another
a
thing. I
fast
forgot
track
my
account,
fast track.
a license plate account, a one-time payment, or if you're calling for Golden Gate customer service,
I didn't know that
press 1.
Fast Track was like
If you're calling about
statewide.
Marin Transit,
I guess I didn't
please try
realize that.
again. If you're
It's all
calling
run by
for
the
Golden
mafia. Forget that. I called the wrong place.
You sure did. You really did.
Yeah.
Wait, these are what people are like when... You think there'll be an ad on a 2-second YouTube video? Wait, let me try that again.
A 2-second video?
My eyes!
Oh, and there was an ad on there?
No, I was asking if you'd think there would be an ad on a 2-second video.
You know, there was something, I tried to watch a trailer for something and there was an ad, and I'm like, the trailer's a fucking ad.
It's true. Have you seen now when you watch... Have you noticed this, Aaron? When you go to watch a trailer, there's like a little mini trailer before the trailer starts.
Yeah, like
It shows like... It's like 2
here's the trailer.
seconds.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like here's the trailer for Spider-Man, and then it shows the trailer. It's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Why are you giving me a trailer for the trailer?
And it always has that sound. Whoa.
Yeah.
That Christopher Nolan invented that, right?
He invented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
No, it's not that. It's just like.
Yeah, but that goes along with
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh God. Apologies to those wearing headphones right now.
Hey, you make a noise.
Hey, you didn't do it.
Oh.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, that, okay. This is a Christopher Nolan. This is a Christopher Nolan noise right here.
Okay. Yeah, totally. That's more like a horror movie noise. So when we should call one of our someone we know who directs horror movies and be like, are you watching a movie and you're like, oh, I want that sound there.
And when you say someone we know who directs horror movies, you're talking about Jordan Peele, who we're friends with.
Good morning. Can I help you?
Hi.
Hey, how's it going? It's the B-Man. I'm here with Hellman. We come in there all the time.
I'm sorry. Who's this?
It's B-Man.
B-Man and Hellman.
And Hellman. We came in there
we
with
were
our
there just the
snake,
other day.
and we're discussing, you know, the Golden Gate Bridge, right?
Yes.
And so you know that it originally was painted golden,
Yes.
and they had to stop. They had to change it because it was too shiny, and it was messing up planes and cars. And that's why
I know.
that's why they painted it red as like a warning color.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the sun would bounce off the Golden Gate Bridge and bounce into your eyeballs, and then you either couldn't see or you
Get
had
in
to
an
close your
accident.
eyes, and people were driving off the bridge and getting in accidents.
The Golden Gate Bridge, and it was called
the Golden Gate,
Golden
the Golden
Great Bridge.
Great Bridge, because it's designed after a cheese grater.
And it was, but it was too hard to say.
Okay.
So then they changed it to Golden Gate Bridge because Golden Great Bridge is a bit of a tongue twister.
Well, and also so many people drove off of it when it was golden. It's like Golden Gates of Heaven. Like it was like, you died. If it was very risky to drive over it when it was shiny. And you would die, and they called it the Golden Gates.
Because you would go from here, and then
you
you
go
would
to
drive
heaven.
into the Golden Gates of Heaven.
And St. Peter would be there.
Paul and Mary.
Yeah. The mamas and the papas. They're from San Francisco. But we're getting sidetracked. Did you know that? Because we needed to settle a debate. That it was originally
I
legal.
did not know that, but I know that there's a fake Golden Gate Bridge in Sacramento.
There's a fake one?
What the hell? Like a mini
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, it's gold. It's a little bridge.
And is it shaped like the Golden Gate Bridge?
Nah, it's just a bridge that's just golden, and that's their version of the Golden Gate Bridge.
And they try to trick people into driving over that one.
Possibly.
To get tourism.
To get
Because
tourism.
who the hell
probably.
wants to go to Sacramento?
Yeah, what does Sacramento have?
Sacramento is where the governor's at.
Oh, boo, yeah. It's recall Newsom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Newsom.
Recall, yeah, but you're
You're
going
going to recall him. I don't think San Francisco's happy with Newsom.
I'm going to vote to recall Newsom.
Why not? He sucks.
He looks like a slime ball. He looks like a snake, which gets me on the topic. You guys have snakes and you do snake treatments there?
We don't have any right now, and we do not do any of the sorts. What do you call it? What kind of treatment specifically are you looking for?
Well, I have a snake, and I wanted to get my snake polished for an upcoming event. We're doing the show Urkel's House?
I do
TV
not.
show. We're up here from Los Angeles. Don't
We
kill
know.
us. I know. We're up here shooting the TV show Urkel's House. And we need to get our snake polished.
Okay, I honestly do not know where in San Francisco that they can do that, but I know we do not provide services like that here.
But they recommended you, Hellman.
Well, the thing is that the snake is looking a little dull, and we need it polished.
He needs
so
to be
it's shiny.
camera ready.
Yeah.
And they said you guys do the snake oil or whatever, however you polish the snake.
You put the oil on the snake skin, and then you rub it with wax on, wax off with the rags.
I guess, yeah, or what do you call that? Microfiber.
Microfibers.
Let me put you on a brief hold, folks, and I will see where this can be done at. I'll be right back.
Okay,
Put you on a brief hold.
hurry up. And you know Urkel's House from this theme.
Who doesn't know Urkel's House?
Why don't you play and sing along?
I don't know how it goes.
Here you go.
I can't do it fast enough. Oh, wait. Welcome to...
Yeah, you already
Oh, wait, I already missed it.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Welcome to Urkel's house. I don't know the words.
I don't either.
Hello?
We should learn those. Hey,
Hi. So what do you call it? My reptile manager is not here today, and she would be happy to give you more information.
but do you have an
I highly
in-house?
recommend if you go to the they can assist you with your snake.
Do you have an in-house snake polisher or groomer, like a frog groomer?
I do not.
Do you have frogs?
Because if you the frog polish, I think works on snake polish.
Yeah, if there's a frog groomer there, they could help us.
You go to I would talk to them highly. They're highly specialized.
Like the
Oh, where they? So wait, it's a house that we move into and grow old together. I'm
we have to like
confused.
raise some sort of. Is that what you're telling us to do?
It's a reptile place in.
Okay.
And they specialize in reptiles, and I would highly suggest if you would call them about polishing.
About polishing a snake.
Okay.
But what about a frog groomer? Would they do frog grooming?
I do not know. I would ask him as well.
Okay. And just before Hellman, did you get the lizard waxed?
No, we need to get all our reptiles waxed and polished.
Yeah, we need the reptiles waxed and polished, but also there's some tadpoles. So what about amphibian care?
That you would have to go. It would honestly be best if you go to the because we don't have anything like that here.
Okay.
You know what though? You might have this. We have a tarantula. He needs to get waxed.
Yeah.
Do you do spider waxing?
Or
They specialize in bugs.
Oh, cool. They'll do spider tanning and spider waxing.
I would highly ask them.
All right.
Okay. And so you recommend them?
Yes.
And okay. So that's and do you and just one last question. I know you don't deal with marsupials, but if you put a frog in a kangaroo's pouch, is that safe? For the frog, mostly, I guess. Can the frog? Because I know in the kangaroo's pouch, that's kind of where there's a nip in there. That it's like a dip can nip inside the pouch that the baby kangaroos feed off of. So I'm wondering if the frog was put in the pouch and he sucked on the nip, would the kangaroo milk hurt the frog?
That I don't.
Does kangaroo? Let's just boil that down to: does kangaroo milk hurt frogs?
Can frogs drink kangaroo milk? I guess is the long and short of it.
I really do not know. Like I said, I would highly recommend.
Even vice versa. Can kangaroos drink frog milk?
Oh, do you sell frog milk? No, you probably have that, right?
No, we do not.
So what do you guys have there then? Because we're highly recommended to you.
We are a war pet store. We do have pet supplies and pets. We have right now we only have chameleons and tortoises and leopard geckos, and that's it.
Okay. And what about the turtle? Do you do turtle can you buff the turtles out, the dents? Because we have a dented turtle.
A dented turtle, that you would have to go to a veterinarian for that.
Okay.
I heard that you know how they have those like suction things, like let's say you dent your car and you kind of put like a suction and you pull it out.
That breaks the shell though.
Oh,
and also Hellman told me about, Hellman put a hat on the turtle. We had a scene where the turtle had to wear a hat, but then the turtle put his head inside the shell and the hat went in there and never came out. So is there a way to get the hat out of there?
Like I said, I do not know. I will please call. They are highly.
Yeah.
They are
I
highly
think the hat.
to the reptiles.
What's crazy is I think maybe the hat got absorbed.
Do they digest? That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. If something goes in
Can
the
I put you on the
head
brief
hole.
hold? I got another customer. We got another customer.
Put the
calling
customer
us.
on, because we'll talk to them while you deal with them.
I have to ask them this question about
Yeah.
the turtle's head hole.
Yeah.
It's like their second stomach.
I think
Their
that,
head hole.
yeah, but didn't David Attenborough do something with
Oh
that?
God. Yeah. He stuck his rock hard erection into a turtle's head hole.
That's messed up.
You know the most messed up part? He could fit his whole penis in there. Cause he's got it's like this big.
It's like
I think.
short and fat.
Yep.
Short, fat,
About
and
the
flat.
size of a turtle head.
Oh, that's where the saying came from.
Turtle head dick.
Yeah.
Short,
THD.
fat, and flat. That sounds like someone I know. Someone introduced himself to me and called me short, fat, and flat.
When we used to have fun and joke around all the time. Didn't you make that up?
No, I think you started
No.
saying that.
Well, you're not flat.
And also, I'm not
You're
really
not that
short.
short either for a girl.
I wish I was like 5 foot,
11.
like 100 pounds, big giant fucking knockers, and a big fat ass. Dude,
not
I look
too
like my
fat,
brother
though.
Robert. Huh?
Not too fat.
Not too fat of a big fat ass?
You don't want an ass to be. I see these women with these asses. Oh, wait, we should probably turn this down when she. Hello? The frog groomer comes back.
She hung up, I thought.
No. She put us on hold.
I should leave her alone.
But these ladies with their big giant asses, I don't like that trend of like, because they're fake asses.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Why?
I just think that the majority of people are so incredibly stupid. Like if you like an unnaturally, hi.
Hello, hi, this is I had to help a few customers. How can I help you?
Oh, hey, we
Hey.
were calling, great. We're in town. We're from Los Angeles. Don't kill us.
Don't shoot the messenger now.
We're working on Urkel's House. You know the television show Urkel's House?
Mm-hmm.
And we need, so you're a fan? Or you're familiar?
I've just heard of it, but I don't really know much about it.
Well, we're in town shooting because Urkel comes to San Francisco.
Yeah.
And we have a snake in the show. We were recommended to you for snake grooming to get it polished, and then we have a frog that we need groomed. To be camera ready.
So, I mean, typically, so what you're talking about, honestly, I haven't really heard of, specifically where people groom or polish a snake.
Yeah,
a snake
oil.
typically on their own is going to groom themselves, and it's, typically going to be like fresh after they shed.
But
they're going to groom themselves, and then they'll look all nice. But we don't do snake polishing. Your best bet is going to be going to and to be honest, I know people there, and I don't even know if they do snake polishing or.
Well, it's sort of just a way. We need him to be molted and shedded in like a day, and he's not there yet. So, snake polish, you put on the snake oil and you buff it out with the microfiber, and then it's shiny.
That's what we were told.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't make a snake shed in a day.
No, our animal guy told us you can. He recommended us. We have an animal handler. And
he said all you need is like a good microfiber, get one on Amazon and a snake oil, and then someone to buff it. Wax on, wax off.
Gotcha.
And you guys have frog?
Maybe he could do it, but we don't do that here, unfortunately. Like I said,
do you sell the oil?
But we don't do
you
that.
Sell oil? Do you sell snake oil?
Or frog
no,
milk?
Frog oil?
Frog milk.
Oh, frog milk, right.
Do you have frog milk?
No, we don't sell any of that, to be honest. Like I said, I apologize, but we don't do that kind of thing. Might be able to. Maybe you should call and check with them.
We're going to call them.
Oh, we'll call them.
Oh, we'll call them, all right.
But just while we still have you here, do you have frog milk?
No, we do not.
Oh.
Where would they have frog milk there? Do you deal with marsupials?
Yes, we do. I don't know if they have frog milk there.
Right.
I don't know their inventory.
Well, which marsupials do you have there? Because we were going to put a frog in a pouch. So, what's the marsupials that you carry?
At the moment, because we just moved a few months ago, the only thing that we have, or the only frog-related animals that we have in right now, we only have a Pac-Man frog, and then...
Pac-Man frog? You're telling me you got a little circle...
Is he yellow?
Frog.
Yeah, he's yellow.
Oh, snap. Can we rent that for a TV shoot?
Honestly, the boss isn't here at the moment.
Yeah.
She's out of town.
Because we could get Urkel. We could get Urkel to put the Pac-Man frog in a kangaroo pouch, if that's safe.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
And then the Pac-Man frog could eat because the kangaroo's got the nip inside the pouch.
Mm-hmm. I mean, my boss is going to be back on Wednesday. You can most certainly, call around then and talk to her. It sounds like something she might be interested in, but I can't really,
But we could.
I can't really just. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, we would want to maybe come in earlier too to get a mold of the frog because Urkel's going to throw the frog against the wall, but we wouldn't.
But it would just be the fake.
It would be. We'd make a mold of. Can we make a mold of the frog to make
like a cast?
Yeah, like a plaster cast, and then.
Gotcha.
And we put straws in the frog's nose so he can breathe.
We could use like the little red coffee straws. Put it in this frog's nose.
We'd have to check out the frog. How big is he? Or she? I'm sorry, I don't want to.
I think it's a he. I think he's about like 2.5 by 2.5, maybe 2 inches by 2 inches.
Oh, that's a small frog.
That's a small ass frog, dude.
Now, if it's a female Pac-Man frog, are they called a Miss Pac-Man frog?
If you wish to call them that, you can.
I was just curious technically what it was called because I don't want to today with all the pronouns and stuff.
Do they eat like little ghost frogs?
Oh yeah, could you feed them a ghost?
I mean, typically you would feed them like forms of insects, like mealworms or some form of like fly or crickets, but that's typically what they would eat.
Okay. And kangaroo milk, we don't know yet.
Yeah, I don't know that.
But frog milk they can have.
To my understanding, yes.
And what's the biggest frog? Do you have a big frog that's like the size of a baseball that Urkel could throw?
No, we do not have a frog that is that big. Once again, we just moved not too long ago, so most of the animals that we have in stock, or that we would have in stock, we don't have in right now.
What happened to them? Where'd they go?
They probably got out.
Oh.
Because I went to a bowling alley last night and there was frogs all over the lanes, so that's probably where they went.
Are they slipping and hopping all down the alley?
So, unfortunately, there's a bunch of customers coming in, and I have to help them.
At once?
If you'd like to call back on Wednesday when my boss is here, you can have a full-in conversation about, the animals that you guys would like to inquire about. Maybe we can get them in. Maybe we can work something out with you.
And then we get the Pac-Man.
I got birds?
The Pac-Man frog we could put in a slingshot, shoot it.
Oh, that would be awesome. That'd be hilarious.
And you do have birds there, right?
Yeah, we do.
Sounds like it. I can hear them.
Yeah. And you sell the eggs for the birds? For like eating, because this Urkel likes he wanted a parrot egg omelet.
Once again, my boss is going to be here on Wednesday. She can help you. Unfortunately, I do have to go.
Okay.
But maybe check with see if they can help you with some of the questions.
Yeah, we're going to call that place for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
All right, well, you two have a beautiful day.
Thanks, man. You too.
Well,
thanks so much for your help.
Thank you.
Fauci ouchie.
Yeah, of course. All right, bye.
Fauci ouchie.
Fauci. Ouch. They just are the most tolerant people. How do you not like San Francisco?
I hate it still.
Here's what I like about San Francisco. It has a lot of character. For a West Coast city, it's been around for a long time. Well, I mean, it does. It reminds me of Philadelphia in the sense that there are a lot of old buildings.
You know who built those buildings? Chinese.
I don't know, slave labor.
Exactly.
I just saw this thing, I
Racist.
tweeted it, and I almost was like, I shouldn't tweet this.
What?
But there's like a group of like, I'm sure,
Yes,
fucking
I
trust
saw.
fund kids.
I saw.
In some like San Francisco historical park where they're adding Post-it notes about like all the bad things that go along with like, it's like the park was created here, and it's like, but in 1792, Colonel Smith destroyed the Indians and then used slave labor, and they're racist, and then the women did this, and it's like, all right, you people seem so fucking annoying.
Also, it's like, don't you... Like,
are you supposed to just
waste
keep
of
like
time.
bears from killing people and pick up trash? We're like, what's a park ranger do? What
That's
does a
it.
park ranger do?
Ranges
Clean up bear
parks?
shit?
He ranges parks. It's like, what's a Power Ranger? What the fuck does a Power Ranger do?
What the fuck does a Power Ranger do, Aaron?
It ranges power.
Aaron, what's the difference between a park ranger and a Power Ranger? That's a good question.
But I did see that on Twitter, and I thought to myself, what a waste of time. Don't you have something else that you should be doing?
Well, again,
who cares?
Again, everything is fake. Once you realize that everything is being manufactured and the whole...
what they think they're doing is important, and it's and they think it's real.
because they're brainwashed idiots.
But it's like, yeah, no wonder every old fucking rich white guy is a piece of shit.
What?
Muir, whoever invented the woods. Yeah, I'm sure he was some rich fucking asshole.
Yeah,
Who
yeah,
cares?
it was the 1800s. People would shoot each other all the time and they killed everyone. It's like you...
I didn't do that.
Your parents... The life you had being raised as the trust fund kid of a tech billionaire would not exist if that guy didn't murder all the Indians. I'm not saying it makes it right.
Dude, that you should put in your fucking show.
Put that in my show? In Urkel's house.
It's true. It's like, yeah, you wouldn't be able to fucking write Post-it notes without the guy who invented Post-its. If you think about that, that guy was probably racist too.
Well, Post-it notes has a whole story behind it. That's what we should do is go there and then add on just Scotch tape with paper. Because Post-it notes, I believe the story of Post-it notes is it was stolen, oh, maybe I'm conflating two stories, but I feel like Post-it notes, I feel like the person, it was like a secretary, somebody who invented the Post-it note, it got like stolen from them. They didn't make any money.
And was that person a BIPOC?
They were BIPOC. Pac-Man.
Post-it note invention.
I have Pac-Man fever, driving me crazy. Pac-Man fever, drive me out of my mind. Pac-Man fever, driving me crazy. Pac-Man fever,
No,
drive me out of my mind.
It doesn't seem like that.
Oh, 3M Post-it notes?
It doesn't seem like that.
I do know that because then I started thinking of, I think Flaming Hot Cheetos was invented by a janitor, but he got like a job.
Yeah, who was telling us
Flaming
that
Hot
story?
Cheetos janitor invented it, and then they were like, all right, now you're in charge of the company.
I know, you think they'd be like, all right, thank you, you're fired, and
Well,
that
I think
is
they
our
had,
idea.
I think it was like a company-wide thing where they're like, listen, we need...
Bring ideas.
We need new ideas. Nobody wants these fucking poison orange fucking crunch chips anymore.
They're good.
Yeah.
I never got the Flamin' Hot, though. They were too hot for me. They're too spicy.
Yeah, I like that
too white.
shit. No, actually, I don't eat any. I don't have a long history with junk food.
But wait, we were before we called, we were talking about Stranded with $1 Million.
Oh, right. And are you the one? Well, here's my next question. Should we call the place that was recommended to us by the other place for snake polishing?
Yeah.
I imagine it won't last as long as the other one.
I mean, they were like pretty like, call them. It's like, you want them to have your business? Or maybe they work together.
Because they didn't do snake.
Located at Street in.
I just heard Aaron yawn over there.
It means his brain is lacking oxygen. That's what it
shit.
means. That's why in casinos they pump oxygen.
Hi, thanks for calling. We have returned to our pre-quarantine hours, 10 to 7 Monday through Friday, 10 to 6 Saturday and Sunday.
Pre-quarantine.
We are not
Okay.
open for casual browsing at this time, but we are open for our
Is this
standard
a
level of
person?
business.
Are you a
If,
person?
when you come to our store, you can remain with your group at all times, wear your masks over your nose.
Okay, yeah. Hello? Oh,
I think they just didn't answer.
yeah. Oh, well. I think we got enough out of that. I mean, that's a classic crank phone call. Snake, frog milk, kangaroo nips. Got it all.
Polish,
Pound
buffing.
snip. Yeah, so should we call this guy who I originally thought was crazy and now I think he might just trying to be funny?
I don't think.
Did you
I
message
don't
him,
really
Aaron?
want to.
Let's just try it real quick.
Yeah, he wants to know when we're calling.
Say we're calling him right now. No?
I don't really want to, but if you want to just try it, sure.
What's it gonna be?
He's gonna probably hit on me. I don't know. It might be annoying, but we could always just cut it out. You could try it.
Well, we don't have to cut it out. We could just hang up on him if he's annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not call him.
Okay.
We'll just send him a message and say, you know what, we'll deal with this. Or tell him, say, you know what, we're running behind. We're gonna have to do it another time.
Is that okay?
My apologies.
If you want to, we can do it.
No. It's because my feelings have shifted about this guy. I think I cut it out of the last episode because I was like, maybe we'll do it another time.
Yeah.
But it's long and short of it is this guy. There's a guy, when I put the ad, when we had Anna Storm on, I put an ad on Craigslist and I've gotten a lot of replies. And this guy I thought was interesting because he sent me some really weird rap tracks and stuff. And I thought like either he was crazy or brain damaged. Might be a good guest. But then he was kind of difficult to deal with on email. And then when I started ignoring him, he became a lot more coherent and seemed more eager to do it.
Yeah.
And was like, oh, okay, I downloaded Skype. And I'm like, oh, all the things you kind of were like giving me one. Like I was just like, this guy's either too brain damaged or something.
Yeah.
I'm not going to deal with him. But then as soon as I stopped responding, he's like, okay, what? Okay, I got it. Okay, I did this. when are we going to do this? When are we going to? And I'm like, well, now I don't know. There's something. But also, if you're a legitimate crazy person, maybe that's the way it would work.
I don't know.
I got by Pac-Man fever, driving me crazy. By Pac-Man fever.
Why? What's Pac-Man? By Pac-Man.
You made it up. By POC, right?
BIPOC. Black Indigenous People of Color.
Pac-Man fever. Did you ever hear that song? Probably not. I mean, that's like.
That's a real song.
Pac-Man fever. You don't get that nobody's singing by Pac-Man fever.
I know, but that's why I'm like, I don't know what you're referencing. I've never heard Pac-Man fever.
Back in the olden days, before the internet and stuff.
No, yeah, I thought by Pac-Man fever was a real song.
Well, but the thing is, like, when something became popular, like naturally, became like popular, and like Pac-Man was a sensation. There were Saturday morning cartoons. And it like swept the nation, Pac-Man. And there was a song called Pac-Man Fever that I believe actually was like popular. This is it. That's the sound of Pac-Man.
I know.
Got a pocket full of quarters and I'm headed to the arcade.
All his money in quarters.
I got a callus on my finger and my shoulder's hurting too.
Ask me if I give a fuck about this.
Do you give a fuck about this?
Say B-Man, you give a fuck?
Brendan, do you give a fuck?
B-Man, do you give a fuck?
B-Man, do you give a fuck?
Fresh out of fuck. Like only 40 years ago that we were this is where entertainment was at.
When did Pac-Man start?
I mean, it was invented in, I don't know, probably the 70s. But it like...
That's so funny.
I mean, I remember it coming. I mean, I guess it was always around. Because I don't know when it came here. 1980 maybe?
Where is it? Japanese?
Probably. But there was like a thing in the 80s. The 80s had a weird vibe to it because there was also the Three Stooges had a big like kind of the Three Stooges were popular in the 80s, and there was a song called The Curly Shuffle.
The Curly Shuffle.
Hey Mo. Hey Mo. Curly, Larry, Curly, and Mo.
I know who the Three Stooges are.
Okay, well, here's the Curly Shuffle.
When me and my friends go out in the town, we can't sit still, we can't sit down. We don't like to fight and we don't like to scuffle, but we dance all night doing the Curly Shuffle. Hey Mo, hey Mo, hey Mo, hey Mo. Well,
So who sings the song?
We get up and dance and do the Curly Shuffle.
Jump.
Well, me and my friends love Larry and Mo. We love Curly's brother Shemp and his fat clone Joe. It's such a delight to boogie and hustle, dancing all night doing the Curly Shuffle.
And you know what the Curly Shuffle is? It's he would do it like if Curly got like drank poison or got bit by a snake or something. You lay on your side, like you lay on one side, like straight up and down, and then you run in a circle. So you lay on your side.
That's the Curly Shuffle?
Well, I think that's. I mean, it was named the Curly Shuffle from this song,
I feel like that's like a dance move now.
It might have been co-opted by rap people, like the...
Rap people.
Well, what's that other one that they call... There's like the Running Man,
thing.
But then wasn't there like... There's one that's like the chunk, or... I don't know.
For 40 more minutes of this episode, visit patreon.com/worldrecordpodcast.
World Record!
For 40 more minutes of this episode, visit patreon.com/worldrecordpodcast.
World record!
Patreon.com/worldrecordpodcast.